Okay, this is my morning video. Right next door, this wall on the other side of this wall all the way to my door is shared with apartment 205. And right now, there is an Indianapolis Police Department stakeout going on where they are using electronic surveillance in order to actually use equipment that can see through walls to capture my activity in my home, as well as recording equipment to capture, if I speak or when I speak, what I'm saying. So I need to take these videos because there is no apartment surveillance. They can literally walk out their door and come into my apartment at will as often and as frequently as they want. Although I dare say that they don't have a warrant to do so, these criminals that carry badges have no hesitance to break the law. They think that their badges gives them a free pass to break whatever law that they want. Such is their criminality. So I take a video of my apartment because I am apprehensive of three things. One, vandalism, so that they could break or steal. Two, that they will destroy evidence that I've collected against them. Primarily on the computer would be a myriad of documents, as well as many video clips that will show and do show that they have been discharging a surveillance sensor from the unmanned aerial system at me, whereby they have exploited it and altered it such that it is actually a weapon. And the third thing is planting. I'm not a criminal. I'm gay, and apparently that seems to be a criminal offense in the state of Indiana. And they are attempting to apply those ancient lies that have been used to discriminate against gay people for a long time. And so it's not going to work. I mean, they can certainly try, and they are trying. They're doing lots of criminal fabrications and manufacturing of evidence in order to perpetrate that lie, but I do not fear it. However, planting something would at least give them justification to falsely arrest me and begin a malicious prosecution, which obviously would not be fun. I would be able to surmount and defeat it, but obviously it's not something that somebody wants to do, but I am prepared and ready. Because these people are, as I said, criminals that carry badges. So right now, I am taking a video of my humble abode. No furniture. I sit and sleep and work on the floor, such as it is. But at least it's protection from what's out there. I think it's like 12 degrees, and with wind chill factor, it's in the negative. So. And they are actually attempting to find a justification to have me ejected. So their schemes never end. These corrupt, scummy, faithless public servants have nothing better to do, even though the murder rate in Indianapolis is on the rise. I think it's on track to far exceed what it did last year. And from the news reports, they were just talking about that recently, as well as the fact that this is the sixth worst law enforcement agency in the nation. So they are expending enormous resources and manpower 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are monitoring with personnel through electronic surveillance my every move, my every word, my every and all my work on computer, which primarily is focused on stopping them from their criminality. This week I have sent at least, I want to say, nearly 10 emails to the FBI and the Department of Justice, bringing to their attention the misconduct, the severe, grave, and criminal misconduct of the particular group of officers and detectives out of the Northwest Branch that are persecuting me, wrongfully persecuting me. Now, I have ascertained a few of their names, and actually there were two that were added yesterday. That would be Donovan, who is one of the monsters, the psychopath monsters that operates the unmanned aerial system and discharges his at and on me to create pain and torment. And the other one is Erica. And excuse me. And if Erica is who I think she is, I have referred to her in the past as the vicious one. She is also a psychopath operator of the unmanned aerial system that has been discharging to torture, cause pain and torment using the surveillance sensor. And she is also one of the what I refer to as the Vipers. They this cadre of female officers that are a part of the persecuting officers who are utilized to stigmatize me, where they literally call everywhere that I go to alert people of lies and misrepresentation that causes those people to monitor and fear me unjustly and falsely. And she has a particularly, she's a particularly angry and vicious person. Anyway, for example, I started going to Clark filling station, which is on 10th Street, and I went in there to purchase cigarettes because they're about the cheapest place I've been able to find. And I believe on that day, that morning, or perhaps the day before, I was stigmatized with the employees of that establishment. The young man that serviced me through the glass window interacted with me in such a way that, I mean, he was just he was almost he nearly shook. His eyes were wide open, like he was seeing someone on the FBI's top 10 list, top 10 most wanted. I mean, it was humiliating and it was disgusting because what these officers are doing is perpetrating a lie in order to shield themselves, to deceive, to what they refer to as sanitize themselves against liability, because I am focusing on bringing them to justice through civil procedures, civil lawsuit. And I will continue to do so. I will never yield. I will never give up. And so they continue to interfere and intrude in every aspect of my life. I have been at my new job as a inventory person for just over 3 weeks, and I'm on the verge of being fired. They're creating a pretext, and in fact, earlier this week, one of the emails that I sent to the FBI was to alert them that perhaps it was, I believe it was Erica, who actually called the corporate office of my employer, which is located in California, just after 11 o'clock to instruct them to fire me. Now, I believe I was able to, well, thus far, I have to work tonight, and I'm going in at 5 o'clock this evening. I believe that the email that I sent to the FBI foreclosed, at least temporarily, that action of wrongfully terminating me while they seek to find a pretext. But I believe another disreputable and despicable attempt is in the works at this particular moment. And so, as I said, I don't know whether when I go in tonight at 5 o'clock whether I'm going to have a job or not. But, again, I'm collecting evidence and doing whatever I can to alert public officials through, the constitutional right to petition your government for the redress of grievances. I am absolutely with it. It is a protected right under the First Amendment for me to be able to contact officials whenever I want and communicate my concerns and seek assistance and help for, as I said, the redress of grievances. And in this particular case, it is corrupt police officers of the IMPD intruding and interfering in every aspect of my life. So I'm going to leave it here. I've got a lot to do. Right now, I'm in the process of appealing a decision from the California Employment Development Department, who have declined or sent me a decision that they are declining to pay me my final installments of my unemployment income, again because of direct influence and interference by the IMPD. So I need to get that out because the deadline is approaching for the appeal to be mailed. And they're interfering with that. I was sitting at my computer last night working on it, and the whole time they were discharging the surveillance sensor that has been modified and altered in order to be a weapon at me. Now, it's not, I think it probably has the possibility of killing you, and I'm not sure that that these corrupt, self-serving, cover our asses at all costs criminals with badges of the IMPD would not actually do that because I have been threatened. However, the work that I'm doing now, it's some sort of Pavlov dog's attempt to assault me while I'm doing work that they're not happy with. So I was working on the computer. They were attacking me with the sensor, primarily in a torment and somewhat painful. When they discharge it at my intestinal area, it causes a cramping sensation, which is very painful. They also do these little stings and stabs all over my body. They are also in the process of using its more massage feel to just torment me and put it and focusing it on my back where I can't reach, which causes sort of an extreme itching situation. And this morning, and they've done this before, is focus it in. It's a sonar device, and so it has a variety of settings. Obviously, I mean they've even been able to set it recently so it actually can give you punches. I mean they are actually researching how many different ways the device can be altered in order to make it discharge different types of torture and torment. That is how depraved and psychopathic these officers are, as well as how the level of malice and hatred that they have for me. And let me just finish this off by saying, let me see, what was I going to say? Oh, and so I'm going to, I have some more videos that I hope that can be analyzed to show the discharge occurring. In earlier videos, it's obvious, but in the later videos and the ones that I've taken most recently, they have been, they're shrewd criminals, and so they have practiced on being able to discharge the device in such a way that it creates the torture, the pain, the torment, but doesn't leave as obvious a signature that can be captured on video. So it's a little more difficult, and I believe it needs video analysis in order to pick up the actual discharge captured on video, because as I said, they've become more shrewd in being able to discharge it less obviously. Practice makes perfect. And of course, I'm going to upload this video as well. So that's it. I think I'm ready to go here, and I think I'm going to knock on that door and say goodbye. Probably not. All right, that's it. Thanks.